Hey you guys, it's me Rachel here with Senza Tempo Corso. Decided that I wanted to take the dogs out to get some fresh air and getting some water, and this is the only spot that I felt was safe enough because it's fresh spring water that's being filtered in here. Everywhere else has green algae. Do you mind holding my face? So I'm in the shade because I'm using my phone and it's hot, and I'm scared that if I'm in the sun that it's gonna overheat. As you can see, there's Preacher there, Battista there, and Giovanni there. And those are the ones we took. Batista's chasing Giovanni is getting him. Battista went over. That guy's scared of Giovanni. Kind of pushed him away. Batista's just messing around. So is that other dog. You see how he came? He wants to be chased. So they're not being aggressive, which is why I didn't say anything. Giovanni! And Batista's out there being a butt, peeing in the water. The Preacher has officially stolen his first ball. This other dog's trying to get Battista to play with him. Oh, there goes the ball. I think Preacher actually was trying really not, like he had it, but he actually let it go because he knew it wasn't his, which honestly I'm quite surprised by. He's watching it, he wants it, but he's not willing to get all the way in. Batista's trying to make friends, doing the puppy wag. The puppy wag is when they put their head down level with their body or even lower, and they kind of crouch their body down a bit, and they do a butt wiggle with a pretty vigorous tail wag, and it's a very submissive way of approaching. You see that dog wants to be chased. You see that big leap he did to get his attention? So he wants to be chased, he wants to play. And Giovanni's like, "No, man, you're gonna get us in trouble, man. Quit, man." And then of course Battista loses the dog. The dog's faster whenever he's got Giovanni in his face. Now he's trying to get some love. He's a big old, oh, he just got corrected by the small dog there. I don't know what kind of dog it is, but some kind of spaniel, looks like. Some kind of Cocker Spaniel, maybe, something like that. Maybe an English Spaniel, I don't know. But anyway, she didn't like him poking around their territory like that. So here's that other dog in the harness. He's trying to get everybody to play with him. That's all he wants, is to be chased and play like a puppy. Preacher has the attention of the kid, and they're playing ball now. Batista's trying to take the ball. Still a puppy. He's actually taller than Preacher now, if you believe it. He's only 10 months old now. Here's Giovanni. Got Battista over here trying to get the ball. Looking mighty pretty. So now you can see that he's bigger than Preacher like that. Oh. Not faster. Bigger don't mean faster. In his defense, he wasn't really watching. Oh, now he's just in the way. Poor Preacher. They're doing remarkably well considering there's a female in heat at home. There's Giovanni. Being cute. Oh, Battista is the one that actually caught sight of the ball this time. But he only wants it when Preacher wants it, I guess. Oh, wow. Batista's fixing to go poop out there in the water. Look at him. He's got the infamous butt pucker. Oh, wait. Let's see if he's a gentleman and he gets out of it. Battista, get out of the water! Get on there, get out of there! Battista, no! Oh, he's a bad dog. I tried. Nothing I can do. There's two types of dogs, y'all. Ones that poop in water and ones that don't. So Preacher's over there trying to get the ball. I think he's like pushing it into the lady. He's like grabbing it and pushing it into her. There we go. Okay, he's got it. Took off with it. He dropped it. She picked it up. Like patting on his booty. He's like, it's not so much fun when nobody plays with me. That's cute. So initially they're scared of him, and then once they realize that they're not going to do anything, then they like really like it. Hey, Preacher! Preacher, come! So that dog tried to check Preacher, and Preacher didn't put up with it. And as you guys can see, that is a typical Corso takedown. They don't bite, they just hold him down and bark at him. So, and you'll be able to see by the footage that he didn't actually hurt that dog. But he's an alpha boy and he's not going to tolerate any disrespect. And you see, he's not going after the dog. He's not looking for her. It's not personal, you know, he's just not going to put up with it. That's one of the things that I really like about this breed versus like the pit bull. Whenever I had my pit bulls, if they got into a situation like that, they would just be trying to kill the dog after that. You know what I mean? Like, there is no just verbal discussion once they get that upset. And these guys, you can really relax. You don't have to take it quite as seriously if the dog is well trained and well socialized. And I really like that. It's not as much of a risk. And it's not as like tiresome, like emotionally tiresome to have to deal with that, if that makes sense. Because with the pit bulls, you're always on edge, and it was a little exhausting after a while, you know what I mean? And granted, I will say that, like, I didn't raise mine. I bought them when they were already adults. Like, I brought them in off chains, things like that. I wanted proven good stock and lines. And this time instead, because of the way that I keep my dogs, I actually go with puppies only. I won't do anything over, 4 months, because I don't want to risk them not getting along. And so now I just, it's really a non-issue. I mean, most of my dogs back and before, like if I had a female in heat, I couldn't have my two males out together, even if we were away from the house, because they still remembered, they smell it. It's, they're just in this real heightened competition. You couldn't have them out here with a ball playing around. It's just, you just couldn't do it. And to me, that's just like so much, easier. Oh my God, look at him. He's so funny. Crazy Battista. He's such a big old doofus. Oh, look. So that dog is really going after Giovanni, and Giovanni came to me for comfort. Go. Go. It's okay. Yeah, yeah. Well, that was funny. So that dog's picking on Giovanni because Giovanni is presenting himself as a victim. He's being overly sensitive and dramatic, and that will always cause attention from super dominant dogs like that. So it's always important to make sure that you don't nurture that kind of mentality in your dog. Make sure you get them out there so that they can. Hey, preacher! Stay out of it. Preacher thought he needed to separate them. These Corso, man, they think that they're the referees, you know what I mean? That's what they think they are. So you do have to watch that. You do have to make sure that they're not interfering in things that are none of their business. So anyway, see that dog just punked out Giovanni a little bit more there. He'll get over it. He'll learn. Toughen up. Keeps coming back to me for guidance, but he needs to get back out there. Luckily he does. He doesn't just sit here hiding, shivering. He actually does go back out, so that's a good thing. Giovanni, what are you doing? What you looking for? What you looking for? Huh? Oh, God. So you see how Battista... Battista, come! Preacher, come! Hurry! So Battista doesn't like that dog's energy. Battista, come! Hold on, let me get him. Battista! That's a bad dog. Quit it. Battista! Stop it. You bastard. Battista! Get out of it. You know you're bad. You get your butt over here right now. Preacher, come. Battista, you come here now. You saw me looking at you. Come here now. Hustle. Move it. Get over here now, Battista. Right now. Move it. You were bad. That was bad. You know you were bad. Get your butt over here now. Let's go. Move it. Get in here. Hustle. Move it. Up here. Up here. Come here. You were bad, Battista. Shh. You were bad. Preacher, come here. Watch him. Preacher, come. Watch Battista. Good boy. You watch him. You make sure he behaves. So, Battista, what did I say? Move it over here now. Get your butt over here right now. Hustle. You can hide all you want, but don't you bark at nobody. Preacher, you watch him. So you see how Preacher's eyeballing him? He's got his tail up. He's letting him know, you messed up, don't do it again. That's why Battista's kind of cowering and trying to hide. Battista, leave it. I'm watching you, boy. So as I was saying, these dogs think that they're the referees, and when that dog was barking like crazy, Battista thought he needed to come in and shut it down, and unfortunately that's one of those times where you got to teach him that that's not your place. You see how Preacher just did a mouth bite on him? He's letting him know. He's watching him. Giovanni, get down. Battista, no sir. Move it on over here. Let's go. Now, Battista, come. Let's go. Move it. Battista. Battista, come here now. You're not deaf. Get over here. Let's go. Come on. Move it. Let's go. Let's go. Hustle. Move it. Let's go. Bring it in all the way. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come. Come on. No. Come here. Right here. Come here. Now. All the way. Move it in. Right here. Come here. Now. Let's go. All right. Go ahead and put a collar and a leash on him for me. Since he thinks that he's going to do what he wants, he's going to be put on a leash. And I will hold him. Yeah. So he's not allowed to do what he wants to do. You're going to leave that dog alone. You hear me? Shh, quit. It's not the end of the world for a dog to make a mistake, but you do have to correct it. and make sure that it stops and doesn't continue. Perfect. Thank you very much. All right, come here. Let's go. Come. So now he's on leash. He knows he can't do what he wants to do. That's gonna make him upset. It's gonna hurt his feelings a little bit. And that's really what we want, is to take away the freedom. That in itself is its own punishment. And like I said, ultimately, he's only trying to get that other dog's energy down, because that kind of energy really doesn't do anything to help the environment. You know what I mean? Like, excitement actually creates possible fights and things like that. So it's better for dogs to be calm. So dogs that think that when they think that they are the referees, they're going to try to shut energy like that down. And unfortunately, it's just not a situation where he can do that. You know what I mean? Regardless of what he thinks he wants to do, it's not okay. So, and as you can see, he's kind of giving me a little bit of a fuss, and that's fine. I'm just going to hold him and make sure he doesn't go anywhere. You see, so the more that dog barks, the more that he wants to go after him. And now you can see there's another dog out there barking. So now there's 2 dogs barking. And it's just going to keep raising the excitement level, which ultimately can eventually lead to fighting. And that's the problem. Doesn't always, but it can. And good dogs know that. So. Good boy, Giovanni. Good boy. There's some good movement on him just then, even though he's all scared. He's going through a fear stage. These pups, around 4 months old, up to around 6-7 months old, they do go through a natural fear stage where they just kind of become aware of everything around them. And as a protection breed, that's kind of part of it, is you all of a sudden become aware that there are threats in the world. And so you just deal with it. You take them out, you socialize them, you work them past it, you show them how to respond to fear, and they get over it. So it's nothing really to think too much about. So Preacher's over here like getting loved on by this kid. Which I'm totally fine with. There's that dog that was barking. And here we've got Battista. Got another lab over there barking like crazy. It's not the end of the world. Mostly, I just have to make sure that my dogs respond appropriately. I'm not responsible for their dog, but I am responsible for the way that my dog responds. And Battista is incredibly stubborn. In fact, when I went to the breeders, they were talking about his mother. And they said she was so stubborn that they actually thought she was deaf at one point, because she wouldn't even show any physical acknowledgement whenever people would tell her to do something or call her name or anything. That's how stubborn she was. So he's just, you know, he's just built this way, and we're just gonna have to keep working with him on it. So he tried to take off just then when the dogs ran by, but not a problem. If he can't handle the excitement, then he can't be out here. So, anyway, I'm going to let y'all go so that I can work with him one-on-one. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye!